Think about it with me for a second. There's a guy at your work. Maybe you already know someone like that. He drives a 2014 Honda Civic, a Camry that already has almost 140,000 miles on it. An old pickup truck with a few scratches on the side. No big screen, none of that powerful sound when you start the engine. The car looks tired. It seems like he simply didn't bother to update it. And when you see him arriving in the parking lot, part of your head thinks, man, this guy's lagging behind. But here's something most people will never find out about him. This guy has savings. He has an emergency fund. He's investing every month. He's sleeping soundly at night. And he doesn't owe anything to anyone. Most people think he's behind you in life. In reality, he may be years ahead of you. And this video will explain exactly why.
If you've made it this far and aren't yet subscribed to the channel, do it now. Hit the button, activate the bell. Here at The Sleeping Investor, we talk about money the way nobody taught you. No jargon, no easy promises, no beating around the bush. Oh, and before we continue, comment below the video what city you're watching from. American culture has a very clear idea of what looks like success. A big house, designer clothes, and a brand new car walking out of the dealership with that familiar smell. A new car has become a symbol, not of transportation, of arrival, of finally winning, of life improving, of no longer being that person who is struggling. And that's exactly the problem, because most people don't buy a car. They buy a feeling, a temporary feeling of having arrived somewhere.
And that feeling has a monthly price that will show up on your bill for months or years. A new car can make you look successful while silently making you poorer. And sometimes the person in the older car has more real freedom than the person in the newer car. Let me show you what's going on beneath the surface. When someone buys a new car in the United States today, the average monthly payment has risen to $500. In many cases, it reaches $600, $700 per month. But the monthly payment is just the beginning. It has insurance. New cars cost more to insure, always. The bank that financed it requires it. There's the interest. Even with a rate that seems reasonable, over 5 or 6 years, you end up paying a significant amount more than the price of the car.
There's depreciation. A new car loses 10 to 20% of its value in the first 12 months. Even before you pay the second installment, the car is already worth less than you owe for it. There's the maintenance. A new car can be more expensive to repair because the parts are more expensive and the technology is more specialized. And there's a cost that nobody puts on the spreadsheet. The fear of scratching it, the stress of parking in a tight spot, the pressure of maintaining the standard, of never letting the car look less than what you want people to think of you. All of this together doesn't seem like a huge number when you sign the contract, but it appears every month, silently, automatically. $500 a month leaving your account doesn't seem to change your life when it does.
But investing $500 a month consistently over 10 or 15 years can completely change your financial future. This is the hidden cost that the dealership will never show you. But here's the point that goes beyond the numbers. Most people don't buy a new car because their old car broke down. It's not because a new car is objectively necessary. Most people buy a new car because they feel something inside that needs to be erased. Shame. It's embarrassing to drive something that doesn't impress. It's embarrassing to arrive somewhere and feel like people are judging you by what you're driving. Comparison. With friends who have already traded in their cars, with coworkers who show up with new cars, with the brother-in-law, with the neighbor. Social pressure. Because when someone asks, "Are you going to change your car?" and you answer no, it feels like you're admitting you can't. And that feeling hurts. A desire to finally feel like you've won, that you've leveled up, that life is visibly improving in a way that other people can see and confirm. And then the person walks into the dealership thinking they're making a decision about transportation. But in reality, she's buying temporary emotional relief. You're not buying a vehicle. You're buying a version of yourself that looks more successful on the outside. And the problem is
that this relief fades. In a few months, the new car is just a car, and the feeling that you need to appear more successful returns, and the cycle continues. Let's talk about two real people, not famous names, ordinary people. Maybe you know someone on both sides. Person A earns $55,000 a year.
He got a raise and finally decided to buy a new car. He finances a new car, paying $580 a month. Insurance went up. You spend more than before. He's doing well for a few months. It seems like progress has been made. But at the end of the month, there's little left. The emergency fund remains small. If a large expense comes up, it goes to the credit card. You're living on a tightrope every month without realizing it. Person B earns $48,000 a year, less than Person A. Still drives his 2013 Honda. No car payments, cheaper insurance. He puts $300 a month into a reserve account, another $200 into a simple investment, an index ETF. Every month, nonstop. It seems like you're not doing anything impressive on the outside. He doesn't have a new car to show off.
But in 2 years, he has more than $6,000 saved. In 5 years, you have accumulated wealth that Person A hasn't even started building yet. Wealth is often built in the space between what you can afford and what you choose not to buy. This is where financial freedom begins. Now, tell me something. Have you ever had a raise, received extra income, a promotion? And what happened next? For many people, when rent goes up, expenses go up too. It's automatic, almost instinctive. Earn more money, buy a new car. Then you need better insurance. Then the house seems too small. Then your clothes no longer match your new lifestyle. Then your vacations need to be better than before. And at the end of the year, you're earning more than ever and still feeling like you're strapped for cash.
That there's never enough money, that you're not making progress. This has a name. It's called lifestyle inflation. And the new car is often the first thing that happens, the first domino to fall. A car payment isn't just a bill. It's usually the beginning of a chain of decisions that makes income grow without a corresponding increase in net worth. I want to stop here for a second to ask you something. Does this make sense to you? If so, hit the like button now. It really helps the channel get this content to more people who need to hear it. And if you know someone who's thinking about getting a new car now, send this video to them. It could make a real difference in their life. Now let's talk about something that really matters. Because the decision not to change cars isn't just about saving money.
It's about what that money can become over time. Think about saving your first $1,000. For many people, that number never arrives because the money always disappears before the end of the month. But if you don't have a car payment, that first $1,000 will appear faster than you imagine. Then it becomes $5,000, then $10,000, then $20,000. And when you reach $100,000 in invested assets, something changes. It's not just the number, it's how you feel waking up in the morning, how you react when an emergency arises, how you think about the future. You don't need to be rich to start building wealth, but you need to stop letting expensive decisions eat away at your future before it even begins. Money that would go towards status can become an emergency fund. The emergency fund becomes security. Security becomes the ability to invest. Investment becomes freedom, and freedom becomes choice. The freedom to work because you want to, the freedom to say no when you want to, the freedom not to panic when life suddenly changes. All of this can begin with a decision that seems small, keeping the car that's already running for another year or two. And here I need to be direct with you because I don't want this video to sound like a condemnation of those who buy new cars. If your car is putting you at risk, isn't reliable, is breaking down every week and costing more in repairs than it's worth, replacing it might be the responsible decision. This happens. Sometimes an old car creates more problems than it solves.
And if you have your finances organized, you have savings, you're investing, and you want to buy a better car with money you actually have, that's fine.
That's different. The problem isn't buying a reliable or safe car. The problem is buying identity with money that should still be used to build stability. It's buying validation. It's buying the feeling that you've arrived somewhere before you've actually arrived. It is this difference that separates those who appear rich from those who are truly becoming free. A person who keeps the same car isn't stuck in the past. Perhaps she is protecting the future. Perhaps she understood something that most people take years to realize: that financial freedom isn't about driving a car that impresses strangers at a traffic light turning red. Financial freedom is going to sleep knowing you have a cushion, that you have money saved, that if something changes tomorrow, you have options. It's about not needing a new car to feel good about yourself.
It's about not needing anyone's judgment to know you're on the right track. Because in the end, the best car you can have is the one that's paid off, the one that doesn't drain your bank account every month, the one that gives you room to build something real beneath the surface, while everyone else is focused on what's visible. And now I want to hear from you. What year is your car now? And how much money do you think not buying a new car has saved you so far? Write in the comments. Seriously, I'll read each answer. It'll be interesting to see what comes up. If this video made sense, please leave a like before you go. It helps a lot. And if you're not yet subscribed to The Sleeping Investor, join now. There's much more content like this coming soon. Hey, there's a video playing on the screen right now.
You need to watch this one. It picks up exactly where this one left off. See you there.